Hey guys, it's me again. So I'm going to do this as a little disclaimer first before I start getting into anything. And the title of this video will probably be self-explanatory. I'm going to name the video Politics, Disappointment, and Anxiety. Because it kind of fits. Like the title says, I'm going to be talking a little bit about stuff that I found on Twitter about like politics, a little bit about YouTube Rewind and why I'm kind of disappointed with it this year, and just anxiety in general, mainly with me, unfortunately, with finals coming up and everything like that. So, like I said, little disclaimer, if you guys don't want to hear about all of this, you can just skip this video. So, yeah. And I'll put that in the description too. In the title, at the end of the title, it'll say please read description, and I'll put what I just said in the description too. So, yeah. Anyway, here goes. First with the politics section. We have become a country of kindergartners. Nope, not the right word. Third graders, because their vocabulary is a little bit bigger. And let me explain why I think this. We have resorted to calling each other names, like third grader names. And I found this on Twitter, and it really upset me. Because I understand if you don't like what's going on in the country right now, perfectly fine, you guys can have your opinions. But calling someone, a fellow American, who you should be working together with, names like a third grader would, is kind of idiotic. It's just a thing, and all it does is tear us apart instead of working together like we should be, because everything that we're doing is just tearing the country apart piece by piece, and there's no reason for it. We've just gotten to the point where we are so petty as humans that we can't cooperate with one another without something offending us. And when something offends us, instead of taking it in stride, we immediately attack the person that offended us. And that's not okay. Or like, if you get offended for someone else, if they're not offended by it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you. And it's slowly tearing this country apart, and we shouldn't be doing that. Okay. And I actually, if you guys follow me on Twitter, then you've seen all of my tweets, or I have a singular tweet right now, I think, about it, and I just haven't talked about it. I was going to talk about it, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off, because politics is not something fun to talk about. It never is. And feel free to, like, correct me or anything, because this is just my personal opinion, and if you guys are upset about it, it's a thing. I just wanted to put that out there. Because I already put it on the internet once, so what's the second time, right? So, that's the end of my politics thing. Secondly, here is the disappointment part. I watched YouTube Rewind last night. And it kind of disappointed me. Because it was less about what has happened in YouTube this past year, and more about memes. And, like, I don't know. Because I can understand putting like viral videos and stuff, because those normally start on YouTube. So that's an understandable thing. I'm getting nervous. My heart is like beating a million miles a minute, because I don't normally talk about stuff like this on the internet, but it's a thing. And let me start over. I watched YouTube Rewind last night, and it disappointed me. And it probably shouldn't have, but it did. Because it became more about memes and less about what has happened in YouTube this year. And not even like the negative stuff. There was a lot of neat positive stuff. One of the things that was started by one of my favorite YouTubers, that's why I'm bringing this up, was PMA. positive mental attitude. And there's not a lot of this in that, and there's not a lot of this in this video. I apologize. But that started, and that helped a lot of people this year. Not just in like the Jacksepticeye community, but all over YouTube. And that wasn't even talked about. I mean, there was a short part of it that was talked about, like how a lot of people came to terms with their mental health this year. And that's amazing. But that wasn't a main focus. For example, Fortnite was a main focus. And it's not about... I understand Fortnite was a popular game. Whatever. But, like, the entire video should not have been based around Fortnite. It should have been a little bit more about the creators. And something positive that was in the video was there was some more animators this year, which is really cool. Me personally, I think animations are awesome. And I've always thought that. So, in fact, an animation is what got me into YouTube. Was one of my friends showed me an animation from Markiplier's channel, and that's how I started watching YouTube. So I absolutely love animations. And I think people who do them are really cool. But that was only a small portion of it. They didn't show many, like, new creators, I guess, is a good way of putting it, because they had, like, a lot more memes in Fortnite than actually talking about the creators and talking about a lot of the awesome stuff that the creators have done this year. And that just kind of disappointed me. But I don't know. I'm more disappointed this year than I was last year, because last year it was pretty cool. And but this year there were very few cool things in the video, and I'll leave a link to the video. Maybe. We'll see if I remember to do that. So don't quote me on that, I'll put a link down there. But you guys can go watch it for yourselves and judge whether or not you like it. I'll go ahead and put a link down there, and you guys can watch it for yourselves and see whether or not you like it. I personally don't, but it's my opinion, and you can do with it what you wish. Okay, so I think that is everything I have to say about the first two topics. Third, anxiety. I am an introvert, which I have talked about I think I've talked about it in previous videos. But I also have a fear of failure, which I'm slowly coming to terms with. Because I get stressed out to the point that I completely freeze. My mind goes completely blank. That happens to me during tests too. Like when I'm taking a test. If I get super stressed out about it and super worried, then when I get to the test, everything that was up here goes by. Just disappears. And then later, well, I'm not even taking the test, some stuff that I thought I knew just comes back to me. And I can state it when I'm not taking a test. And so I know a lot of people are scared to take tests, and test anxiety is not like a small thing, because a lot of people have it, I found out. And the people that don't have it find it weird if you do. So that's just a thing. So I don't know. Sorry, I had a like thing, and I don't remember if those disappear or not. I had a notification, I don't remember if they disappear, some of them, so. But I don't know. So with finals coming up, I am more stressed than I have been all semester, especially since these tests determine whether or not I pass classes and stuff like that, which is really terrifying. And me being me, I get really nervous. And I guess I live in a constant state of just like nervousness, but it's slight nervousness. I don't know. It's just a thing. But like I said, a lot of the stuff that I've been doing, I'm trying to slowly come to terms with, and it's a lot harder trying to figure stuff out because, I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to sort things out and get things ready, and yeah. But I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I've been rambling and ranting for like 10 and a half minutes. So, like I said, I already said a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. I'll put one in the description. I will leave a link to YouTube Rewind so you can go watch it, and form your own opinions. And all of my social media and Twitch and a subscription thing are also in the description, as I'm doing this anyway. But yeah. So remember to stay awesome. Good luck with end of semester tests or finals or whatever you guys have. And remember to stay awesome. I hope to see you guys in the next one.